We made it. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Terrorists be on notice. We will fight back against you. We will fight back against your cowardly attacks on American citizens and property.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
The urgency of our joint mission has not changed. Let's talk about getting spending and inflation under control and cutting your tax rates.
Yes. Cut taxes.
How can we not believe in the greatness of America? How can we not do what is right and needed to preserve this last best hope of man on earth? We cannot, must not, and will not turn back. We will finish our job. How could we do less? We're Americans.
Ronald Reagan lived an incredible life. We're basically the same person. He was a lifeguard, I was a lifeguard. He was an actor, I'm a world-renowned actor. This is me acting.
Jim and I often talk about you. We'd like for our two boys to grow up and be just like you someday.
You play football?
No, not just that. To have your poise and thoughtfulness and intelligence.
Rock say that?
Yes, he said those qualities are rare in a boy your age.
No, Rock's the rare one, not me. There'll be new fellas coming along year after year, a lot of them much better football players than I ever was. There'll never be but one Rockney, here at Notre Dame or anywhere else. He's given us something they don't teach in schools. Something clean and strong inside. Not just courage, but a right way of living that none of us will ever forget. I'll tell Rock I said that. I think I was an awful sad.
Oh, that's funny, George. He said the same thing about you. There'll never be but one Gipper, not here, not anywhere else. I'm going to get something for that cough of yours.
I'm all right, it's just a little sore throat.
Love it. I want to do it.
Press on the telly. I play.
For General Electric, here is Ronald Reagan.
Good evening tonight. I'm Baxter Stars on the General Electric Theater, and you will see product reports that show how, in the things that lead to a better life for us all, at General Electric, progress is our most important product. If every day were the same as the day before, it'd make for a pretty dull life and pretty drab storytelling. It's the changes, the unexpected, the unplanned incidents that fashion the drama of our lives. And once these changes occur, large or small, pleasant or unpleasant, the lives they touch are never quite the same again. Such is our story for tonight, the effect of the unexpected in the lives of 5 people. We're proud to present Ann Baxter, starring in Stop Over.
It's a good movie. Oval Office, Reagan era. We've seen the real thing, so we're cool like that.
Everything is left, and the storage, there's a couple of storage units, one in the White House and one in Virginia. So all of this stuff will be, except for the desk. The presidents all use that desk. The pillows are
One, y'all. It's crazy. Apparently they built around the plane to get it in here. They didn't just put it inside, they built the building around it. Let's go inside. The cockpit.
See its presidential seals on the belt buckles. Is this your first flight on Air Force One?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You're standing inside of an artifact. You don't usually get to even touch them, but this is the actual thing. This is the communication center.
Yeah.
And forward galley. You probably saw a little bit of the flight deck. Slight nose-up attitude, just sort of like the initial takeoff. Makes it look like you're almost climbing. But there'd be 2 Air Force personnel here that'd be handling all the non-air traffic control communications. So phone calls, data, they had facsimile connection, etc., etc. Pretty rudimentary things. But for its time, the technology was enough, so the president could always be in touch, no matter where he was, whether in the middle of the ocean or, halfway across the United States. That's the football there. This is the famous item that he'd have a military aide with him. They rotated amongst the 5 services between Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine, and Coast Guard. Their food and prepared from the local economy when they were in Washington. I think they were on longer trips, they would outsource it on the road. But they had China and all the nice things, but pretty rudimentary. You're probably not going to see a Litton microwave anymore, but nice China.
Cool.
Very comfortable. I'm sure that no one got hungry on board.
I like that there's a casserole button.
There you go. And you probably don't see that on anything.
Yeah.
They had plenty of jelly beans in case they ran out of other food. And you'll even see a chocolate cake somewhere along during your flight on board.
I love it.
Good.
Anyway,
Thank you.
enjoy your flight.
Thank you.
We'll be landing in about 5 minutes.
Sir.
Welcome aboard.
Conference on drug abuse.
You had lunch?
No, we're working our way down.
Well, there is the pub right there. You can see this.
It was on the first level, right?
It is. We're on, right now we're on the 3rd, and the 2nd level will be...
He lives around here, I believe. This isn't a time to be sleeping. It's like everyone's always working.
Are they open all day?
They are.
Okay, so we can go down.
Although I think like they can be.
Oh, very much so.
Here, it's basically
Oh, that's scary.
That's a mannequin, I'm not. That is, this is the senior staff room where the senior cabinet members, senior military officer, the president's physician, the press secretary, things like that, they would sit in here. Also well, this is where they eat and sleep and work. And there's 2 secretarial stations in here. This is where they were expected to actually get work done.
How many people total fit on here?
I think 53 people total. Yeah, so it's not very big, and that's why President Reagan actually authorized the building of the 2 newer ones that are in existence today, the 747s, which are really nice, but they are also now getting old. And I think they're in the process of authorizing newer planes to be built. And this one is pretty simple. There's nothing extraordinary about this plane. The 747s are big, and they have showers, and they have defensive capabilities. This one didn't even have any defensive capabilities.
Wow.
Oh.
It just flew.
Thank you.
I'd still take a flight on it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks spacious.
They have phones like built in here.
And you can charge your phone.
That's cool. Still need that on airplanes today.
Okay, here's another one. Can you imagine?
This is like kind of tight. Like if you were having
That's
a
what I
meeting.
was gonna say.
Hey Larry, I gotta crawl over you. Sorry.
You can't be fat. Yeah, well, this one obviously just comes apart though, right?
Actually, there's 7 presidents.
Oh,
No.
this drops down? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it does.
It's like,
So they just pull that up and
like
do it.
eaves or
Because
whatever.
it must
it's
have come back here or something.
Well, enjoy the rest of your tour.
called. Gotcha.
This is, and these 10 seats would be where the press or media would sit. And the press corps would select who among the media
weird.
would fly with the president. And this galley serves the whole back end of the plane. And President Reagan generally had a chocolate cake on board in case somebody had a birthday or an anniversary to celebrate. They had a special dessert.
That's cool. What a hospitable guy.
It's very nice, very cool.
Yeah, it is.
These
Enjoy
are
the
like
rest of your tour.
The lavatories here?
Yeah, these are for the back end. There was one up front for the crew and the and then the president, if you saw the president's suite, that first suite, and then the first ladies, and then there was a little bathroom they both shared.
Right.
No shower though.
Yeah, because I mean, still a long flight. Does it fly faster than a normal plane?
I would imagine. I don't know. I know that the difference between this one and this one that it's in service now is that this one you had to land in order to fuel. That one can be fueled from in the air, and so they don't even have to land to do that.
Okay.
So.
I mean, it's the Berlin Wall.
One of the other has tried to end. And before that end comes, a series of frightful collisions between the Soviet Union and the capitalist states will be inevitable.
Communism sucks.
In the traditional motion picture story, villains are usually defeated.
That sucks.
Capitalism?
No such promise for the picture you're about.
Communism sucks. Love me some capitalism. Oh, my battery's gonna die. I wish I could show you more of the Reagan Library, but I thought the battery was charging, but it wasn't. So this is probably the last part you'll see, but we'll have photos. Great anniversary. In the Berlin Wall. Still have a little juice for this video to point out.
Waves,
Pepperdine Waves. Which is where we went and met.
Really the waves.
By the way.